name is Melanie, and I'm here to present to you a psychiatric evaluation. Is the Joker insane, or is he acting insane to justify his immoral actions? So, before I start, how many of you guys know who the Joker is? How many of you guys think he's crazy? So you guys don't think he's crazy? Okay. Well, I'm here to tell you guys otherwise. And here we go. I don't know, today I just brought in like this scrapbook Bruce Wayne makes when he misses his parents. And he has like all the files of the Joker. And I got a lot of my sources from him. So who is the Joker? The Joker is DC Comics, one of DC Comics' most popular and controversial characters. He's also known as the Accomplice of Crime, and he's been around since the 1940s. And even though he's been around since the 1940s, his origin story and true identity has never actually been revealed or confirmed. Except for in The Killing Joke, it's a later version of the comic. It's all about the Joker. And it is suggested that his real name is Jack Napier, or the Red Hood. So basically, in The Killing Joke, Jack Napier, he's a former chemical engineerist and failed stand-up comedian who failed to provide for his pregnant wife. So because of that, he joined the Red Hood gang so that he could provide for her. But she died of a short-circuit accident, and he began to go a little insane from grief. But he was peer pressured to continue his missions with the Red Hood gang to infiltrate these chemicals factories. And the image on the right is basically the result of what happened in the infiltration mission. He ran into Batman, and he fell into a vat of chemicals that disfigured his face and drove him insane. And on the left is the different versions of the Joker from the earlier comics all the way to the latest movie, which is Suicide Squad, which you guys should watch. So the antisocial personality. So how many of you guys have watched the Dark Knight movie? So I chose this particular scene because it displays the Joker's philosophies and his beliefs, as well as his antisocial personality. And I believe that his antisocial personality is one of the most important psychological disorders that the Joker has. Antisocial personality basically means like a hostile behavior towards society.
Push it over the head, everything gets all fuzzy. You can't feel the next. See? You wanted me. Here I am.
Just let it have it. And then this, you can use this sound at the bottom down there and just turn it up.
So while he said that, notice what the Joker says, because it's really important what he says.
Should I still play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you let Den take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold. Where's Den? Those mob fools want you gone so they can get back to the way things were. But I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever. And why'd you want to kill me? I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No, you complete me. You're garbage. You kills for money. Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. When they don't, they'll cast you out. Like a leper. See, their morals, their code. It's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Okay, so as you can see, the Joker despises people in society in general because people don't accept him for who he is or what he believes in. He believes that they're ignorant and selfish, and which is why he tells Batman. He tells Batman about that, and he thinks that society would rather believe in their own, their personal philosophy and beliefs, and if others would try to contribute their philosophy, they would just reject them and label them as a freak, which is why he's an anarchist. His antisocial personality plays around with the idea of insanity. Just because he acts like he has an antisocial personality doesn't mean that he's insane. It seems that he's antisocial because society labels him to be antisocial, and when he's actually like the most insightful. So some of the insanity factors is he's merciless, so he kills without any sort of sympathy or empathy for anyone. He has high pain tolerance. I'll get to that later. He has an anarchic personality, as I mentioned before. From the Killing Joke, he had a chemical dive and a traumatic past from the death of his wife and stuff. So basically, wait, I have a question. How many of you guys have played the video game Arkham Asylum? Okay. So I don't know if you noticed, but one of the psychologists in Arkham Asylum, her name was Dr. Young, and she interviewed the Joker and stated that he had an endless list of psychological disorders. And a real doctor named Dr. Robin Rosenberg, who I interviewed, she stated that the Joker has interpersonal and emotional qualities as well as socially deviant qualities, which basically means that he's emotionally unstable while at the same time he does have logical and psychologically aware kind of mentality. So, which brings me to the next slide. Why the Joker might not be insane. So everything is usually based around his intelligence. He has great talent for strategic and critical thinking. So if you haven't noticed, his entire career, he's been able to escape out of Gotham City's most well-fortified and protected prisons and asylums. He's outsmarted Batman, the world's greatest detective, and he knows how to use his charm and personality to his advantage, which is why he was able to seduce his own psychologist, Dr. Harley Quinn, to turn into Harley Quinn, which is his personal psychic and his lover. And he's able to manipulate feeble-minded men to work for him, which is why he has so many followers. And his speech patterns, well, if you haven't noticed, he speaks in metaphorical sentences, so meaning that his speech is not literal. It has a double meaning, which is why he chooses to take on his identity as the Joker, because jokes aren't literal. The philosophy, I feel like the Joker's main motive and drive has a lot to do with philosophy. Nihilism, existentialism, Arnoldianism, absurdism, anarchism, and illusory superiority. So illusory superiority is, he believes that people have a mindset that they compare themselves to others as more superior. And nihilism is basically the rejection of any sort of religious or moral principles. Existentialism is a theory that emphasizes the existence of individual as free and responsible agent. And anarchism, well, we all know what that means. It's like the opposition of the government. Arnoldianism, he is the opposite of Arnoldianism because he's the opposite of order and justice. And absurdism is the belief that humans exist in a meaningless, chaotic universe. So with the philosophy, he's able to control the city of terror and chaos, and prove his point of, prove his point. So, in conclusion, the Joker is both insane and sane. He acts insane to justify his criminal actions and to defy society's morals, but he is insane at the same time, because if he really is Jack Napier, then the chemicals and the traumatic past that he has really contributed to his insanity. So, yeah.